You want to make more putts? You want to lower your score? Well, I've got 5 keys to a proper putting setup that if you will follow these 5 keys, you're going to give yourself the best chance to make a great putting stroke. And when you can make a great putting stroke, those balls are going to start rolling in the hole and your score is going to go down. Now, make sure you stay around to the very last of the 5 keys because it may be the most important. So let's jump into this and start off with key number 1. So my first key to a great putting setup starts with the grip, okay? And the thing that I want to see from the majority of my people is I want the grip of that golf club running right through the palm of my hand. Let me get a little closer here so you can see. I want the grip running right up the palm of my hand while I hold it. And it's going to be the same with my left hand. It's going to be right in the palm of your hands. So key number 1, get the grip of the putter in the palm of your hand. Key number 2, after you've taken that grip and you've got it in the palms of your hands, I want your elbows down by your side. I want your elbows lightly touching the sides of your stomach. I've got a big target down here, which I'm hoping to start going away pretty soon, but elbows down next to your side. Now, when you get those elbows down and you've got the putter grip in the palm of your hand, you should see the shaft of your putter right in line with your forearms, okay? This would not be in line with my forearms, nor would that be in line with my forearms. So I want that grip, key number 1, in the palms of both hands. Key number 2, elbows down by my side with the shaft of the club right in line with my forearms. Key number 3, after we've got that grip in the palms of our hands, our elbows down by our sides, and that shaft in line with my forearms, I want you to learn to bend at the waist. I want you to bend at the waist, keeping your back as flat as you can possibly keep it. For some of us larger people, when we put our arms together, it rounds our back a little bit, but bend at the waist, back as flat as you can keep it. So a really good practice is just to start up here. I've got my elbows down, I've got my grips, my grip is on there great, shaft is in line with my forearms. Now I'm going to bend at the waist, getting my putter flat on the ground. I want my back as flat as I can possibly keep it. Now, I hope you've noticed that I've got a mirror on the putting green up here. And the majority of my putting videos, I have a mirror. Why do I always have a mirror? Because I think it is the greatest putting training aid that anybody can have. I think everybody who is serious about learning to play golf and shoot lower scores should own a putting mirror. So I'm going to put a link to the putting mirror that I like in the description below. And if you don't have one, go click that link and buy yourself one. You will not regret it. So here's how I use the mirror. After I've got my grip in the palms of my hands, my elbows are down, I bend over at the waist with my back nice and flat. I want to see the reflection of my eyes right over the back of the golf ball. There's a black line that goes right through the center of this mirror, and I want my eyes directly over that line. If I can get my eyes over the target line, it makes it so much easier for me to aim. I end up being able to look right down the target line at the hole, and it makes my putting a whole lot easier. Now, if you're going to err, you can err slightly to the inside of the target line, but don't get your eyes outside the target line. Now, if you get your eyes too far inside the target line, you're way back here, my eyes are back here, it's going to make your putting stroke very rounded. You're going to have a big, big arc to that putting stroke. If you get your eyes too far outside the line, it's going to make your putting stroke have a reverse arc. It's going to arc the other direction, which is a disaster in putting. Okay? So here, key number 1, grip, palm of my hands. Key number 2, elbows down, shaft right in line with my forearms. Key number 3, bend over at the waist, trying to keep my back as flat as I can keep it. Key number 4, eyes right on top of the target line, just behind the ball. okay? And here comes the big one. Key number 5. You have to learn to aim your putter. 7 out of 10 people that I teach on a 10-foot putt cannot aim their putter inside the hole on a straight putt. They are always outside the hole. And if you can't aim your putter, you cannot make a good putting stroke, because if you make a good putting stroke, you're going to miss the putt. So if you are misaligned, you are going to have compensations in your putting stroke. So again, this is why I love the mirror. To come out and practice, I have this mirror aimed exactly where I want it to be aimed. I can make sure that my feet are parallel to my target line. When I get bent over, I can see my shoulders in this mirror. I can make sure that my shoulders are parallel to the target line. And on this mirror, there is a line right behind the ball to square my putter face up to. So when I'm out here practicing and I'm using my mirror, I know that I'm aimed properly, and therefore I'm training my eyes to aim properly every single time. So here we go. Key number 1, grip, palm of my hands. Number 2, elbows down with the shaft in line with my forearm. Key number 3, get bent over with my rear end out, my back as flat as I can possibly keep it. I've got my eyes right over the target line just behind the ball. I am aimed perfectly. Now, make a putting stroke, and they all go in. So there are my 5 keys to a perfect putting setup. And if you can, again, achieve these 5 things, and none of them are difficult, folks. They may feel a little different to you at the beginning, but just practice them over and over and over again. And the great thing is you can practice them at home. You don't have to come to the golf course. Get you a putting mirror, put it on the floor at home. Learn to get yourself set up correctly, okay? Great grip, shaft in line with the forearms, elbows down by your side, bend at the waist, getting yourself over the back of the golf ball with your eyes, and make sure that you aim that putter. Well, I want to thank y'all so much for coming in and watching this video. I really, really hope that it helps you with your putting, and I hope that you have a great golf season this year and you make a lot more putts. Hey, before I leave, I want to give a big shout out to Imperial Headwear. I just got in a bunch of new hats from Imperial. I want to thank them so much. If you like golf hats, always, folks, Imperial is the best place to get them because they make the best hat. And if your golf shop doesn't carry Imperial, get your pro to call a sales rep, because tell him you want to buy the best hat in golf. So folks, thank you so much for coming in. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because on this channel, I just give you great golf advice, okay? That's always meant to help you improve your game. Thanks a lot, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.